guys, it's Naomi. I thought I would mix two things together today and do both kind of a fall TBR, books that I want to read in the next few months, plus a little candle unboxing because I just got these in the mail that I ordered last week. I discovered a company on Etsy, a small business on Etsy called Illuminati Waxworks, and I love the look of their candles. I think they're gorgeous, and I smelled one of them that I actually ended up choosing for the special edition unicorn crate that's coming out in a couple weeks, so I won't reveal that one, but I ordered a couple extra for myself because I just had to try out more from this beautiful brand. Oh, I hate these packing peanuts. I figured I would order a couple of mini travel sizes before I order some larger ones, just so that I can see what I like. You know, it's a more affordable way to figure out which ones that I like. Oh, look how cute these are. Oh my gosh. So they all have these beautiful like brass looking tins, and I just love their labels. I think they're really cool looking. I love their whole style. So I got Library, Lemondrine, and Anise. Oh god, how do I pronounce that? So I will open Library first. It's very clean. It reminds me of like, it does remind me of sitting at a desk in a large library. Like, I almost smell like a hint of men's cologne almost, but it's very faint, and it just smells kind of like very clean books, almost like I'm picturing like a large desk for some reason, but maybe there's like a little bit of leather in there, and yeah, it's not how I would normally think of like like it's not dusty smelling or anything like that, but I really like it. It's very subtle and clean, and kind of does almost smell like a mix of like paper and like very, very distant cologne. And I don't typically like cologne. This isn't in your face cologne. It's like very, very faint. Lemondrine or Lemondrine. I'm gonna say Lemondrine. Oh, by the way, it says right on here, sandalwood, tobacco, and leather was in Library, so I was kind of close. I didn't realize that they said right on the lids. And this one says lemon, black tea, and salt. Sounds really good. I love lemon, so. I love this one. I'm definitely gonna get a larger size of this. I already can tell you that. Ah, it smells so good. It smells exactly like it says on the lid. Lemon, a little bit of sea salt, and like a hint of black tea. That is awesome. I really, really love this one. It reminds me of those lemon drops candies. Can't stop smelling that one. That smells really good. And the last one, Anise. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Peony, cardamom, and amber. I love peonies. They're my favorite flower. This one does remind me of something. I think it's the cardamom kind of reminding me of like fall and winter scents. I can smell like a hint of the peony. It kind of reminds me of like walking down the aisle in, you know, Michael's craft stores where they have like all the fake flowers. It's nice. It's very floral, like a warm floral, I would say. And again, these aren't like in your face scents, so I really love that it's subtle. And it does remind me of sort of like a warm, flowery, like craft store or something. But I don't mean that in a bad way. I really like this one. I like the Library one, although I probably wouldn't get either of those in the larger one, but I'm definitely going to get a larger one of the Lemondrine. And I'm really curious about a lot of their other scents too. I might order a lot more of their minis. And if I do, let me know if you'd like to see an unboxing of more of these. And yeah, I'll leave the link below if you're interested in these candles. I just think they're super cute and wanted to share this unboxing with you guys. Okay, now to the main part of the video. I thought I would do a TBR. Oh, hi Luke. Let's say hi. You guys haven't seen Luke in a while. Oh, no, oh, oh, oh. You guys haven't seen Luke in a while. He's doing good. Hey, buddy. He's like, put me down. Oh, but you're purring though. Okay, so for my fall TBR, it's already like a week into October. Time is flying by, and even though, stop walking by the camera. I hope that maybe by making this video, it'll encourage me to read as many of these as I can, because I honestly feel so overwhelmed and busy lately that I'm just like why even make a TBR? But I think it's fun, it's great to set goals, and you know, I might not make it to every title on this list, but this is I guess more of a before the end of the year kind of list. Fall is really not that long. I mean, there's only like 2 months of fall, and then all of a sudden it's going to be, you know, December and winter and all of that. So I'm gonna say within the next 3 months I would like to read these books. Plus I have to get through about 8 or 9 arcs from publishers for work. So yeah, that's a lot of books, but goals. First, I want to finish A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. I started this a while ago and then had to set it aside because I was so busy, but I just started reading this again. I am 200 pages in, and hopefully we'll finish this in the next couple of days. Good so far, enjoying this, and yeah, I don't know, I was super excited about this many months ago when it was released in May. I pre-ordered it, and then it just like sat there because I had so many other things to get to first. I'm finally getting to enjoy this one, and yeah, I always enjoy Sarah J. Maas's work. A lot of people have issues with her work, a lot of people just adore her work. I love them, I think they're enjoyable, and I really, although there are like some little minor flaws if you really want to pick, you know, at her writing and like phrases that she uses over and over again, that's fine, whatever. But this is like pure enjoyment for me, and I don't really enjoy picking this apart because it's like watching a fun TV show in my head for me. This is, you know, it's just fun. It does inspire me to continue working on my own stuff because she's accomplished so much, you know, with these 2 large series that she's created at, I don't know, I think she's like around my age too, so that always kind of, when I see an author doing that and they have like 2 series out and they're being really successful and just writing things that people enjoy, I'm like, why am I not working on my book? So anyway, babbling. Next, I want to hopefully get to Drums of Autumn, the 4th book in the Outlander series by Diana Gabaldon, and this one is intimidating. They're all kind of intimidating because, let's be real, this is like, how long is this? This is almost 900 pages, like most of her books are, and it's that's a significant investment in time, you know, to read a book that's that long. And not only that long, but you know, it's not like super fast reading, at least not for me. But I really love this series so far. I like the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd books. I would have to say Voyager, the 3rd one, was the one I enjoyed most so far. So I'm really enjoying the 3rd season of the show that's currently coming out right now too, this fall. And yeah, I want to continue the series through the books because I really enjoy these and want to see where this story could possibly go. If you know and you've read these, please don't say anything in the comments below. I just kind of go into each one of these like with no expectations. I'm kind of amazed, even as a writer myself, maybe because I'm a writer myself, I'm amazed that someone can write like this much. How many books are in the Outlander series? Like 7 or something? I don't even know. And they're all so huge. All of the books are huge, and you know, the fact that she can keep imagining more and more plot for these characters to go through kind of astounds me. Like, I am struggling even to write 1 book. This season I was also hoping to get to The Space Between the Stars by Anne Corlett. This is kind of a futuristic, I think, post-apocalyptic scenario in which a woman is sort of in a castaway situation. One of my favorite movies with Tom Hanks. And she is one of the last, I think the last woman as far as she knows, and person as far as she knows, that is left after a devastating virus wipes out most of humanity. Does it say most? It says most, so I'm guessing that there's some other people still alive. She just doesn't know yet, maybe. But it sounds like a lonely journey, and a very intriguing scenario. I really love Castaway, and Luke, stop. Is that the cat scratcher? I really love the idea of like people dealing with isolation for some reason, so I'm very intrigued by this and can't wait to get to this one. I've also really been wanting to get to these guys. This is The Waking Fire, book 1 of the Draconis Memoria by Anthony Ryan, and I have this cute little dragon bookmark from Bidoo. I'll link their Etsy shop below if you're interested in their magnetic bookmarks, but I thought it went really good with the dragon cover. And then I also have the second book. This one's in hardcover, this was in paperback, which kind of bugs me. But anyway, this is book 2 of the Draconis Memoria, The Legion of Flame, and I love this cover. How pretty is that? And so very much hoping to get to these because I love anything with dragons, and I really haven't read much fantasy that actually has dragons in it, which is very surprising. And these ones are described on the back in a little blurb as part Indiana Jones, part Pirates of the Caribbean, and part Mistborn. So if that doesn't interest you, I don't know what would. If you're into fantasy, it certainly interests me, and I'll just read the first little paragraph on the back that describes it. It says, throughout the vast lands controlled by the Iron Ship Trading Syndicate, nothing is more prized than the blood of drakes. I'm guessing this is a drake, which can bestow fearsome powers on the rare blood blessed. But not many know the truth, that the lines of drakes are weakening. If they fail, war with the neighboring Corventine Empire will follow swiftly. So kind of dragon fantasy with, I guess, some steampunk elements and some espionage. Another one that I've been holding on to since the spring and was planning on reading it right away when I got it, but just didn't. I had to set stuff aside. I really still want to read Wayfarer, which is the second in the duology that started with Passenger, which I really enjoyed that book, having to do with time travel, and want to see what happens to the characters. And I just love this cover. I remember I talked about this book in a video in the spring because I was like raving about the cover. I still haven't gotten a chance to read it, so that's definitely on my list too, if I can make it through all those huge books that I've already mentioned. And this one's actually not that small either. This one's also over 500 pages, so I've got a lot of really large books on this list, I'm realizing, which means I definitely might not make it through all of these, but it's okay. Another not so small book is The Glasstown Game. This is by Catherynne and Valente, who wrote The Girl Who Navigated Fairyland in a Ship of Her Own Making. I love that series so much. This was recently sent to me. This is the arc of it, but it was just released in September, and it sounds really, really cool. This is middle grade fiction, I believe, which I really love reading once in a while. And this is, I don't really know much about this, but it says, how do you save a world you thought was imaginary? And I think this is like a very different take on the Bronte sisters. It says on the back, inside a small Yorkshire parsonage, Charlotte, Branwell, Emily, and Anne have invented a game called Glasstown where their toy soldiers fight Napoleon and no one dies. This make-believe land helps the four escape from a harsh reality. Charlotte and Emily are being sent away to a dangerous boarding school, a school they might not return from. But on this beastliest day, something incredible happens. The train whisks them all away to a real glass town, and the children trade the moors for a wonderland all their own. That's just the first paragraph on the back. But yeah. Another September release that I have an arc of that I haven't gotten a chance to read yet is an Enchantment of Ravens. I've heard a lot of really wonderful things about this, but I really don't know much about it yet, so I'll read a little bit off the back. Every enchantment has a price. Isabel is a brilliant portrait artist with a dangerous set of clients, the fair folk. These immortal creatures cannot create anything without crumbling to dust. They crave human craft with a terrible thirst, and they trade enchantments for Isabel's paintings. But when she paints Rook, the autumn prince, she makes a deadly mistake. She paints mortal sorrow in his eyes, a weakness that could cost him his throne and even his life. So this deals with, the ancient power of fairy courts and all such lovely magic. I love anything with fairy in it, basically. So that's all for my fall TBR. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe if you want to see future videos from me. And let me know what your fall TBR consists of, if we share any of the same books on our list, or if you've read any of these, but no spoilers. Hope you all have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in another video soon. Bye!